During a meeting of the Sri Lankan Diaspora in Toronto, Canada, on March 23, 2024, Anura Kumara Dissanayake, the leader of the National People's Power, NPP, responded to a deeply moving question from the Sri Lankan community in Canada. This question centered on the tragic Easter bombings of 2019 in Sri Lanka, an event that continues to profoundly affect the nation's consciousness. Despite the passage of 5 years since the attacks, which resulted in the deaths of approximately 260 people and injuries to around 500 others, no investigation has conclusively identified those responsible for this heinous act. As the Sri Lankan Catholic community prepares to celebrate Easter this year, the question raised was about the actions a future NPP government would take to uncover the perpetrators of this incident. Answering the question, Anura Kumara said,
I have mentioned several times in Parliament that there are 5 unresolved issues in the investigations into the Easter attacks. Addressing these 5 questions could lead us to the masterminds behind the attacks. There's no need for new presidential commissions or investigations. By resolving these 5 areas of uncertainty, based on the investigations already conducted, we can identify those responsible for this crime. Even the retired officials who led a successful investigation into these attacks are now aligned with us. In May, NPP will launch the Collective of Retired Police Officers, led by the one who conducted a thorough investigation into this attack. Don't worry, we will indeed conduct an inquiry into this matter. This tragedy must not be buried in history. It was a catastrophe. About 260 people died and 500 were injured. But that's not the only issue. It divided our society, fostering suspicion, hatred, and anger, and leaving one community in constant fear. How do we quantify that? We tally it by the number of dead and injured, but what about the social division it caused? This is not fair. Therefore, we are dedicated to delivering justice through a proper investigation. Have no doubts, we will certainly do so.
The event was attended by over 1,000 members of the Sinhala and Tamil diaspora in Toronto to support NPP in the presidential election of Sri Lanka to be held later this year.